This is a special shout out to executive producer Tim for sponsoring this reaction. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, and we really hope you enjoy this reaction. Thank you again.
Yo, welcome back to another EP sponsor reaction. This one is for Heartstoppers Season 2, Episode number 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Shout out to executive producer Tim for sponsoring this reaction. Let's get into the penultimate episode for Season 2 right now.
I was crying at a party, which is...
Girl, are you awake? It's almost midday. You know Granny would have a heart attack if she knew I was letting your girlfriend sleep over.
Granny would have a heart attack if she knew I was a lesbian.
That may be true, but it's about the principle. No sleepovers tonight.
I should probably go, but I don't want me to. It'll be fine, she said.
Right, he's not eating babe. Because he's a fucking asshole.
I said, why are you upset? She said, well, nothing makes sense. I said, hey, don't be so defeated. She said, well, don't be so naive. It's been proven space is exponential, so this is all inconsequential. I said, if it's inconsequential, then there's infinite potential. She said, but what's the real purpose? The tool just still completely worthless. I said,
You're in a good mood.
Yeah.
Anything I should know about?
Maybe me and Elle decided to get together.
Such a good mama.
I have to call my mom, tell the news, and then I have to call Auntie Lee, and I'm
No, we're not. We haven't talked about actually being boyfriend and girlfriend.
We've all been waiting for this.
Aww, he is such a supportive family. That's how it's supposed to be.
Token ally.
interested? I should probably leave. Look at Miss House painting. If I leave it any longer, I'll just make her more angry.
Okay. Well, you still coming to prom tomorrow?
Of course. I'm actually out.
Yeah, they've been doing some weird shit going on.
We don't know what her situation is. That's the problem.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, her mama don't know.
Thank you everybody for coming along tonight to celebrate the incredible queer and trans artists we have here at the Lambert School. It's my great pleasure to introduce Elle Argent, who will be joining us in September for her sixth form studies. Now, before the big reveal, Elle, would you like to say a few words about your piece?
This is about me?
Okay.
Oh, did they invite her because
She's
featuring
applied
her?
for, she applied for the school,
Yeah.
and she gets to present here at the exhibit, and she's going to go to the school next quarter or semester.
But with this piece, I guess I wanted to capture a place that holds a lot of happy memories. Even in the darker times. Somewhere I always felt safe.
It's beautiful. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3.
This is her friends, but
liked it.
I really liked it. It was amazing.
Like, I want a copy.
As usual.
How do we do that? Because we all want one.
Just take a picture.
I know you're
Yeah.
probably annoyed that I didn't tell you I got in.
I'm not annoyed.
Really?
Please don't base your decisions on how I feel. All I care about is you being happy, and wherever you are, I'll still want to be with you.
Okay. But I also still haven't decided yet. I may still stay at Higgs.
Every single piece there was amazing.
Agreed.
It was like, yeah, that was like in a different room. It was ridiculous. Hey,
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
what are you doing?
I love how Nick stands in
I
front of
need to
Charlie
talk
like,
to you.
back the fuck
There's a lot
off,
to talk
bro.
about. I just want to apologise. Properly. Please, just hear me out. I'm not going back to Truro for sixth form, so if you really hate me after this, you'll never see me again.
Go on then.
I'm a messed up person, Charlie. I liked you. You know that, don't you? I know I was a piece of shit. I really liked you. If I just had more time. I want to be like you two. But my parents would never accept who I really am. I'm sorry for everything. I just wanted something good.
But then you were an asshole to him, though.
Mhm.
You didn't even treat him nicely.
You were something good.
Do you remember the first time you kissed me? You didn't even ask. You didn't pause to wonder whether it was what I wanted, and I went along with it because I had a crush and I didn't know any better. I didn't realise that you had all the control. When I eventually did realise, I thought, this must be what I deserve. Someone taking whatever he wants from me whenever he wants. Treating me like I'm nothing the rest of the time. And now whenever anything good happens in my life, there's a little voice in the back of my mind telling me I'm worthless and I don't deserve it. And now you want me to forgive you so you can feel better about yourself. I'm glad you realised what you did was wrong, but you don't get to ambush me into forgiving you.
Same way, right?
Sorry doesn't make up for everything you did to me. I really hope you become a better person so you don't hurt anyone else.
That's right.
Good job, Charlie.
But I don't want to be there to see that happen.
Hit him with the color purple.
I don't want to see you ever again.
Good job, Charlie.
You good, baby? You good? Alright, let's roll. I say, don't let that color touch him, because he ain't ready. He ain't ready, baby.
You're so cute, baby.
Where he going to, a boarding school or some shit? Where? You deserve it.
Come on! Allez, qu'est-ce que tu fous là?
Do we need to pretend to be platonic BFFs in front of your dad?
I mean, yeah, maybe just for now. But I'm going to tell him about us tonight.
Or not. He already seen his
You
kiss,
can do
so.
it. I'm here for you. Mate.
You did not just call me mate.
Pal. Bro. Supportive straight friend.
Charlie.
Support a straight friend.
Ah, Nick.
Et ton ami,
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Nice to see you.
Charlie.
Fucking, just looking at the
You guys
brother
should come
makes
and
me
join us.
annoyed.
Look, it's Toulouse and Montpellier. Look at that, look at that.
let's go. See, I told you.
Come on.
Mama.
Shall I lay the table, Sarah?
Oh, you are a good boy.
How's it been since he got it?
It's been fine. It's been fine. He doesn't have to know, sweetheart. He's got no right to know. You don't owe him a thing.
I'm not doing it for him, I'm doing it for me.
It just make me feel better and comfortable. I just go ahead and tell him. Ain't nobody got time for this.
I grew up in the south of France. Near Narbonne?
Yeah, very near Spain. And my father's from the south of Spain, Almeria.
Oh, yeah. But your surname is so English.
Yeah, well, he always said that we had a rather complicated family tree.
Family tree stories, I love the story.
Yeah.
Eat,
Do you do
Charlie.
nothing, Stefan?
As much as I can. My job, it keeps me very busy. I'm in property development.
You should see some of the places Dad renovates. Insane.
Work isn't everything, you know. Although the pay does help.
Dad, has Nick told you how he met Charlie?
No, he
This
hasn't.
motherfucker here. Why you gotta be a douchey boy?
He's like such a asshole.
We got sat together in school and then Charlie joined the rugby team.
I'm not very good.
And Nick was obsessed with getting Charlie to join. Wonder why.
What is your problem?
I played rugby when I was in university. It's a very attractive sport to women. Have neither of you boys found girlfriends?
Here we go.
Charlie's face.
No, I guess not.
Ah, well, there's still time.
Yeah, I'm not sure Nick's too interested in looking for girlfriends.
This motherfucker.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna fucking
David,
stab
be
you,
respectful,
bro.
please, at the table. We have guests.
Why do you always do this?
I'm just trying to help.
Sorry, this is ridiculous. Dad. Charlie's my boyfriend. Surprise. I'm bi, he's gay, and I was actually really stressed out about how I was going to tell you. But you know what? I don't care what you think about it anymore. Because you don't care to even see us more than 2 times a year. And you know, every time I do see you, I always think, this is it. This is the time when you might actually take an interest in my life, but you never do. So if you don't care, then I don't care either. And I don't know why you're acting like you are 10 years old,
For real.
but your bullying just doesn't affect me anymore because, quite simply, I do not care. I like who I am. I like my life. Maybe you should stay with Dad next time.
Good job.
Let him speak to us like that.
Oh, David, be quiet. We've heard quite enough from you.
It's Nick that's making a scene. Always calls him first. Dad agrees.
You're not growing up into the man I had hoped you would be, David.
Ooh.
As if you have any right to say that. You barely see your children.
Oh, look
Come
at
on,
him.
can I say something?
No, you can't say anything.
You didn't turn out the man I thought you would be. Mister over here. Ain't that right,
I
Daddy?
think I am.
You set your ass up.
Didn't mean for it to happen that way, but
It happened though.
You
Yeah,
handled
he
it
done.
like a fucking
Yeah.
boss.
do you want to hug anyway?
20 seconds, babe.
Well, that went well.
Sorry.
Well, I'm pleased you said what you said, especially to your dad. He needed to hear it.
He's not a very good dad, is he?
No, he's not.
No. He's not.
Why doesn't he care?
I wish I understood, but I don't. I think it's a very sad way to exist.
But I care about you. Lots of
Mama
things.
got you.
Really, man?
Yeah. Nick, I'm sorry. I want to be better.
just say it.
Dad, you going? Yeah. Got to head into London before it gets too late. But call me when you get back to Edinburgh, huh?
Glasgow.
Oh, yeah, Glasgow, yeah. It was nice to meet your boyfriend. Well, I don't really understand these things, but it seems like a very nice young man.
He is. Bye, Dad.
Now you
Chat.
can hug your son. You fucking fuckface.
Oh, it's so cringe. He made such a big deal out of something like that. Such attention seeking. Drama queen boyfriend's influence.
The sister is about it, brother.
Well, exactly. That's it.
You are a pathetic little man. Talk about my brother like that again, and I'll end you.
And why would you be
Really
talking
sorry
out
about all
on
the
film?
drama.
He a grade A douche.
Yeah.
man.
It takes a lot for Nick to stand up to David like that. He must care for Charlie very deeply.
He's a nice boy, when he's not distracting you from your coursework. And maybe we could have him and Sarah around in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Only if you start eating. Because it's about to be a problem. Because you didn't eat again
Let
tonight.
me go look at your plate.
He's gonna say goodbye.
You kept meshing around in potatoes.
So, prom tomorrow?
Yeah. We're still going together?
Yeah.
If you don't pass out again.
Together.
Yeah, don't you want to?
Oh, hold on. Do you want to kiss me? Let me make sure I ask you.
Charlie didn't eat very much.
Let me see. Where's Blood at? Oh, he ain't even touch shit. That's the problem, Mom. See, remember I was telling you? You don't be eating. You take a picture of it. Don't click the wrong one because it's going to be cancer. You about to die in 6 months. Don't click the wrong one, baby. It'll tell you some dumb shit. See, she probably don't know.
So she has support, like her mom.
Man, you can't do your kids like that, man. That's how they fucking go and do some dumb shit. Or get kicked out.
Yeah. Or die.
Yeah, and you just mad because the last thing conversation you had with that bullshit right there.
And like, why are you so mad about this? It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing ever on the planet to be mad about. It says more about you than it says about them.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, that was another good episode of Heartstopper, man. I mean, look, it's finally out. You know, he told his daddy. It went as well as I thought it was going to go, but it also went better than I thought it was going to go, and I'm glad that it's finally done. right? But then we move on to the other two stories, right? Where we got the bookworm, right? He finally understands like what he wants out of a relationship and just in life in general. And then we got the two girls, right? Now we see her dynamic at the house and why she's been a little dodgy lately, and that's because her mom is just not supportive at all. And like we said, but even if you don't support it, even you could just visualize in your head, maybe it's a phase, right? You could even just pretend to go with that it's a phase and just let it be. This should not stress you out as much as your mama's veins popping out her neck should be stressing her out that she finna wear this suit jacket to the damn prom. Why? It's not your prom, Mom. If she wanted to wear a fucking toga to the, just let her wear it. It don't matter, right? It does not matter. If it matters to her, that's all that it matters. But for some reason, she couldn't do it. And so, damn, these bad parents out here, it's just, I can't relate, I can't understand it, but it is something that exists, and there is really no fix for it other than, one day at a time, day by day. But I'm glad this show is not scared enough to face these challenges and to show people that that's what some things are in life right there. And we didn't get a chance to see how Tao was going to react to his girl going away to art school because we know his personality all day. Maybe that'd be for the last episode, but I thought this episode focused really good on Charlie and Nick, our main two, finally telling his dad what it is and confronting his punk ass brother. And his brother was just cartoonish this episode.
I mean,
and
I'm glad
Nick was
this
like,
entire time.
yeah, but I'm glad Nick was like, I don't even know why you being so goddamn childish with this shit right now. Like, you being like crazy. Normally you've been a bully, but like you really been like stupidly bullying right now. And I'm glad he confronted that shit and was just like, it is what it is now. It's done. And so, great job on everybody's behalf, and can't wait to see the season finale if we so shall choose.
Yeah. Excuse me. Shout out to executive producer Tim for sponsoring this reaction. I do hope, just with that last thought, that we get the season finale because it's literally the end of the season. Yeah. So I hope that we don't have to wait too long to see that. I'll go in like reverse order and get to Nick and Charlie last. As far as the brother, I will say I had like a little, fingernail width. Felt bad for him because it's clearly his reaction to the dad being so disconnected that he feels like the more outrageous he is, if he can make Nick look bad, maybe the dad will think he's the better son. You could totally see that, especially when his reaction to the dad leaving so soon too, is that he's like he misses his dad's affection. And again, what parents do to their kids, right? Not giving him any passes, you don't have to be a bully or an asshole, but you can see that's clearly the making of his father's son. So I thought that was interesting that they put that in there too. And I appreciate the show for having levity and, layers to the characters that could seem one-sided and very like, this is obviously what you are. Okay, beyond that, going on now to Darcy and Tara, I thought it was great because we've been saying this whole time, like, what is up with Darcy? Like, she seems so into Tara, but there's clearly a disconnect, and we got to see her in the comic book fashion the show does, going to her house. You see the purple stress clouds, but you don't know what that means because we haven't seen her family dynamic yet, and now we got to see that at the end, and clearly we can see why she's stressed the fuck out. She is stressed the fuck out. She's doing her best to navigate that. All of her friends are fully invested. I thought them all coming in to help her buy the jacket was so cute, by the way. But yeah, she's not living in a place that's supportive in any fashion to her lifestyle and her lifestyle choices, even though they make her happy. And that's what she's clearly keeps trying to tell her mom, like, I'm happy. Shouldn't you be happy that I'm happy? It's not like I'm doing anything that hurts myself. And so that's why she was crashing at Tara's for a sleepover, because she doesn't want to sleep at her own house, which is really sad, and we'll have to see how that plays out. With Elle and Tao, First of all, love that Ella's being celebrated, and I loved her painting. I thought it was so sweet. And I thought Tao did a good job, because we've classically seen him do a poor job of reining in his emotions. I think that was a struggle for him, so it'll be interesting to see how that navigates. And I think to be the best friend, because that's where they were before they were in a relationship, to Elle, he should absolutely encourage her and push forward for her to go to the program. Like, this is a huge opportunity, and you should not make her feel that she's gonna lose you in any capacity by going there. So I really hope that's how it plays out. And it does feel like Tao has some of the most growing that he's done over the last 2 seasons, because he was just very all about himself and selfish and immature, and like, so I'm curious to see how that plays out. I also loved what they did with Isaac. So like that trope that like, just because I'm gay, I like any immediate gay person that I see, which was, you know, the situation with James. I love that didn't play out that way. And I love that they're adding yet another, like, another sexual preference that hasn't been introduced. And I loved seeing Isaac finally getting, like, finally feeling a connection, because he's felt so lost as far as what his sexuality is, and, like, trying to understand what his feelings are. And the guy that did the, you know, the showcase clearly feels similarly to what he does, and I just thought that was a great moment for his character. And I've been rooting for his character the whole time. I just want him to find happiness. So it was cool to see, like, him getting enlightened as far as, like, you know, his perspective and having more understanding of who he is too. So that was really cool. Now to Nick and Charlie. I thought it was just such a great and powerful episode for the both of them. They both stood up to, like, their bullies, essentially, the people that, like, have been stressing them out the most. Charlie standing up to Ben and cutting through all the bullshit, and not, you know, and Charlie's such a ray of sunshine. So the fact that he, you know, was able to be very direct with Ben and be like, I'm not here, you're not gonna steal an apology from me in the same way that you stole what you wanted from me from a sexual standpoint. Like, I'm not here for that. And I'm not going to give that to you. I didn't recognize that's what you were doing at first. I just thought that's what it is, and I love that so much. That was so powerful, and, like, such an awesome Charlie moment. And I loved even, and you commented on it, but, like, the colors coming up and, like, not reaching Ben because you're not ready. And you articulated that so well, it almost gave me goosies. And then on the flip side, Nick, you know, finally drawing a line with, like, the bullshit with his brother, being very direct to his father, and it felt like his father felt that. Like, it felt like it kind of fucked him up a little bit. So we'll have to see again, and Nick was like, actions. Don't just say fucking words to me. Let's see if you change your actions, and if you don't, you don't. But I thought that was very powerful. But now, the underlining threat or, like, concern is Charlie clearly has an eating disorder. He is not eating. I don't know if it's stress-induced or what that is. Whether that's the trauma that Ben left, because he talked about how he's got these thoughts in his head that he's not worthy. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But a great setup for the finale. And as always, I just appreciate the show for what it is and how much time they spend on giving all the characters, you know, an opportunity to grow. And it's just a lot of fun. So thanks again, Tim, for sponsoring this.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another EP sponsor reaction for Heartstoppers. Season 2, episode number 7. And until next time.